What's up, guys? I'm back. It's the one and only Elsie coming back again on situationships, talking about what we talk about on here, with my main host, Keithan, coming to address, the male and the female perspectives. So I'm gonna get straight into it, y'all. I ain't gonna drag this out. I'm making a quick video. You see, I'm in my room getting ready. I'm about ready for bed, y'all. I'm ready for bed. I'm tired. My back hurt. It's been a long day, but we gonna get into this. Keithan sent me some questions, and we gonna get into these questions, y'all. We gonna get into these questions, ladies. And I want my men, to chime in as well too. Don't just sit in the background. It's like Keithan said, don't just sit in the background lurking, look-a-hooing, say something, respond, comment. Like, we want to hear y'all opinions. Don't sit around and just talk amongst each other. Communication go both ways. So we want to hear y'all opinions. We want to hear y'all thoughts. Chime in. All right. So the first question he got for me, y'all. Okay, ladies, it says, should a man be concerned about how many men a woman has been with sexually and or physically? I'm going to repeat that. Should a man be concerned about how many men a woman has been with sexually and or physically? My opinion, my response to that is no. No, because everybody has a past. Everybody. And we can count a lot of these men's bodies too, but you know how most men respond. Well, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. What does that mean? You get a pass because you're a man? That means what? Your bodies don't count for nothing? Or that you ain't mudded out as well, like a man will say about a woman? I don't care nothing about the penetration and all that stuff. You can be a dirty, deep. I'm gonna let you finish the rest. So I feel like it should not matter. Everybody has a past, and you can't go by somebody's past if what they doing when they single or what they was doing before you should not be of your concern. Now, if you worried about if they messed around with so and so and you done heard so and so got that die slow, then yeah, you might want to ask certain questions about that. But should you know a number or how many for what? What is your reasons for wanting to know a number? Why? Because you can't say, okay, well, that makes them a hoe, that makes them this, that makes them that. Because you got some people's sex drives that's a little bit more higher than others. You got some people that they don't want it like that. Then you got some people like me. I have a high sex drive. And I ain't ashamed to say it. I don't care. I love it, but it's who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really feel like you should pay attention to the numbers beforehand. And if they're with you and they're solely trying to be with just you and not mess with anybody else, I don't think that should matter. I don't think that should matter. Y'all chime in and let me know what y'all think. What y'all think? Why y'all think that matters? Why would that matter to a man? Does that devalue a woman to y'all or whatnot? And if it devalue y'all a woman, what about y'all? What about all the women y'all may have slept with or whatnot? You know, my mindset is this: was good for the goose, good for the gander. If you gonna judge somebody off their past, you gotta take a look in the mirror first. Look all up and through that mirror. Yeah. Okay. So that's my response to that question. Next question. All right, question number 2. Now, this one right here, I'm going to go in, I feel like. So his second question is, why is it difficult for some women to admit they're wrong and take accountability? I'm going to repeat that. Why is it difficult for some women to admit they're wrong and take accountability? Now, we're all human, right? We're all human. That question can go either way. Why do some men not take accountability? Why do some women not take accountability? But who taking more accountability? I'm gonna be a little biased, and I'm also gonna go off of what I see. I see more women taking accountability than I do men. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Now, why do I think some women don't take accountability? The same reason a lot of men don't take accountability. They don't want to own up to what they've done wrong. They don't want to admit what they're doing. They need growth, lack of maturity. What else? What other reason do they might not take accountability? Guilt, doing something they're not supposed to do. That's the reason for a lot of women to not take accountability. And if I'm speaking for those women, those particular women probably ain't gonna ever admit they wrong. They right about everything, so therefore they're gonna try to find a way to justify why they're not wrong, therefore not take accountability. So that's why I feel like some women don't take accountability. Now, on the flip side of that, like I said, it can go both ways. Why do the men not take accountability? I think what I'm seeing is, from my perspective, it seems like a lot of women are starting to adapt to what a lot of women have gone through in relationships with men. I'm starting to see a lot more women act more like the men in the relationships, almost like they wearing the pants, the aggressors, got more testosterone, so to speak, in the relationships. And I think that women are tired. We tired of going through all the BS. We tired of going through all the gaslighting. We tired of all the lies, cheating, holding you down just to build you up for the next woman. So I think women are learning to pick up the same behaviors that a lot of men are doing. So, not to say that some women don't do this, but I think a lot of it is women are just tired. Like, if you look around and look amongst your peers and what we seeing, like, that's happening a lot, at least I am, it's a lot of people going through divorce right now. A lot of people separated, a lot of people going through a lot of pain and suffering behind closed doors and putting on a smile on their social media pages. It's a lot of people it's a lot of people going through it. So I feel like the women are tired and they are just starting to say, fuck it. I'm gonna do what he's doing to me, or I'm gonna hurt him before he hurt me, or he lies, so I'm a lie. I ain't telling the truth until he figure out the truth. Women, it's embedded in our DNA to be PIs. God put it in our mind somewhere. Soon as we suspect something, PI hat come on, and then, hey, we ready. We gonna get all the evidence. You hear me? All the receipts. I know I'm like Inspector Gadget around this suckers. Like, yeah, if I need to find out something, I'm out. I know plenty of ways to look up people. Don't let me get your information. Don't let me get your full government name. Don't let me find out where you're born at. All that good stuff. Giving y'all a little information on the slide. Take notes. Just saying. So yeah. So accountability, to me, that question goes both ways. But why some women don't is the things I said, the lack of maturity and things of that nature. So that's what it is for me. I don't see a lot of women, at least in my circle, that don't take accountability. A lot of the women that I'm around do. And that's another thing. Y'all men be around here saying women sometimes when it ain't women, they girls. They not women. It's a difference. You have to know the difference. You can't compare us all to each other. Just like I know y'all probably thinking right now we can't compare all men, but you can't compare some of these females you're calling women. Some of them just females. They're not women. So yeah, that's a whole nother subject. But I'm gonna put a stat up here. This is my stat I came up with. Now, me and Keith and both, we going to the stats. We don't want to just talk. We want to put some facts up there, or at least somebody who's done a study with men and women. So my question for the stat that I looked up was, who gaslights more, men or women? And per the stat that I found, it says women are more likely to get gaslighted than men are. Keithan didn't agree with that, but I think that's very much so true. Me and Keithan gonna respond to his video and my video later on this week, but a lot of his video was like, if I tell you to do this, if I said this, or I ain't like this, and you don't do it, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. To me, that's a form of gaslighting. That's a form of manipulation, so to speak. Because a lot of times what I see in relationships is men not saying what it is their issues are with the woman. When a man a lot of times say what the issue is, it's usually once they gotten caught. They don't say nothing beforehand. Last I checked, we're not mind readers. We're not psychic. We think we are. We have an intuition, but we're not psychic. We're not mind readers. So if you're walking around like everything is fine, like nothing is bothering you, and then boom, all of a sudden we catch you out with another woman or cheating, and then you say, remember 5 years ago, you hugged John in the store when we was together. I was mad about. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. That is a form of manipulation. Gaslighting is basically a form of manipulation. It's you making something more than what it is, and you're creating a false reality of something. So I agree with the stat saying that more women get gaslighted. I really do, because from what I see in our community, it's a lot more men cheating than women. I mean, let's be honest. Now, y'all gonna come on here. Let's be honest. Some of y'all that's watching this know you cheating right now. Some of y'all that's watching this know you probably married and got a woman and done been in my inbox. So my friends or whatever else, we talk. So don't think some of us don't know. Just saying. So stand on what you do. That's what we be talking about as women in our circles. If you gonna do something, stand on it. Stop sitting up here trying to make it seem like we're crazy, because then you're gaslighting us, because it makes us crazy. And then all of a sudden y'all be like, see, look at her. So and so crazy as hell. No, you're making that person crazy a lot of times, because why? You're gaslighting. So I agree with what this stat is saying, that more women get gaslighted. More women get gaslighted. If you're gonna cheat, if you're gonna lie, if you're not ready for something, just say that. Don't hold something that you did not like for like a get out of jail free type of card for when you get caught doing your shit. Like, don't do that. Say what it is. Relationships about communication. Communication. You ain't gonna like each other every day. You might be like, oh Lord, this person getting on my nerve. I wish they shut up. I don't like the way they snore. I don't like how they be sitting up here scratching their balls when they go to sleep. Whatever. You ain't gonna like each other every day, but the love should still stand. You get what I'm saying? And that's what relationships are. It's waking up every day saying, choose you. I want you. And you may not even like each other. Like, okay, you get on my nerve. I love you, but go over there somewhere. We'll talk in a minute. We'll talk in a minute. So yeah, I just feel like the communication need to be brought back into relationships, because that's where we're lacking. If you're having a problem with your person, talk to them. It could be easy fix. Stop always running out there to go get something new, because that's going to start out great at first. But then guess what? It's going to still be problems down the road. It's still going to not always be happy times. So the moment you're not happy no more or fully happy every day in a relationship, you're going to keep changing people. That's going to get old after a while. Trust me. It's going to get old. You're going to find yourself alone, and you're going to find yourself settling and just existing with somebody instead of having like true love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I agree with that stat. That's my stat. So like I said, I ain't going to be here long tonight, y'all. Just a quick little, me and Keith and we, asking each other 2 questions and responding. Then we going to come together at the end of the week. But y'all comment, y'all like, y'all, all that good stuff. Come on here. We trying to bring up these types of discussions and these situationships, as he like to say, to get rid of situationships and have relationships, okay? Because it's too many situationships and not a whole lot of relationships. Like, we at the top of the board when it comes to not being married or never being married. Why is that? We not dating to marry. We getting married for the wrong reasons. Like, we gotta get that back. It's more to life than just out here bouncing around from person to person. I work with seniors, y'all. And when I tell you, it's a lonely life. When you hit a certain age and you ain't got nobody, and all your family done died off, all your friends done died off, the people that I see thrive the most are the people who got somebody that they really love. So stop sitting around waiting, think you got all the time in the world, because you don't. Life is going by very fast, y'all. Very fast. Yeah, this is the platform we trying to just have a conversation, open some people's eyes, open some people's minds. And y'all know, I know a lot of y'all think, oh, Elsie be just man bashing, she this, she that. No, Elsie just been through some things. And I just want to see us do better as a people. That's all. That's all. If I wasn't passionate about it and I ain't care, I wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't say nothing. Nada. So y'all come on, join, watch, let's talk about it and all that good stuff. And y'all follow me also on my podcast on YouTube. Let's talk about it. It's still going. I'm gonna be recording some new content on that soon. Yeah, let's get this thing going. Let's talk about it, y'all. All kind of topics. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go to bed. Y'all have a good night. Love, peace, grease.